Well, hello everyone. It's good to see you again. I've had an exciting and busy week, but I have a couple of stories to read for you. Uh-oh. I hope you could hear that all. I'm not going to re-record it. But anyway, our story today is called Books and Cooks. Betty was always reading. She looked up dreamily when Mother called. "I'm going to Mrs. Apricot's now." "Yes'm," said Betty. The What a Jolly Street mothers were meeting at Mrs. Apricot's house all afternoon and evening today, helping to finish a quilt for the church fair. Betty read on. The twins and Kathy played outside. Nobody bothered her until the phone rang. It was Daddy. Tell Mother I'm bringing Mr. Ellison home for dinner," he said. I think that's the first time we've heard a dad yet. Is that a good dad voice? Anyway, back to that. It was Daddy. "Tell Mother I'm bringing Mr. Ellison home for supper," he said. "All right, Daddy," Betty answered. She hung up the receiver, and then she remembered Mother wasn't there. Oh dear. Betty forgot about her book. She ran to the kitchen. There was fruit in the refrigerator, and lettuce, and leftover meatloaf. There was chocolate cake in the pantry, but how would Mother combine them for a company supper? If only her books could help her now. Suddenly, Betty's eyes brightened. When Daddy arrived with his friend, he found the table nicely set. A bowl of potato salad in the center, with slices of meatloaf placed around it, sandwiches on a tray, tea steaming in the teapot, and fruit and cake waiting on the serving table. "Why, Betty," said Daddy, "I just remembered Mother wasn't home. How did you manage it?" "Well, it's all from my books," Betty explained happily. "Laura and Lucy made potato salad in Twins on the Farm, and Joseph brewed tea with the Indians in Redskins on the Trail. Pedro made sandwiches to take with him in Pedro's Perils." Daddy laughed aloud. "Ha, ha, ha, ha! Betty," he said, "did you know there was one book that told it all?" "What book?" Betty asked, wide-eyed. "The cookbook," chuckled Daddy. Wow, it really sounds like she took great care of her daddy, and that she also was quite innovative. That was an interesting couple of stories there. I'm going to take a quick look at that again. Let's look at them. What kinds of books do we think they were? Twins on the Farm. That one sounds interesting. That sounds like a couple of people who are really hard working and probably had to spend quite a summer helping their dad grow vegetables. And then there is Redskins on the Trail. Now, that one is about the Indians. The Native Americans is what we call them now, because they were here first, and that's what native means. So, Pedro made sandwiches on Pedro's Perils. That's another person. Interesting. Pedro is a Spanish name. Maybe he came from Mexico, or maybe he came from Spain. Either way, I'm really happy that America is free and willing and able to protect people who come from any walk of life. Well, that was a really cool story, and I bet you guys are really tired right now. So, I'll see you again soon, and good night, Ava. Good night, Gideon. Good night, Elias. Good night, Archer. And good night, Fletcher.